So, ladies, I'm sitting in my car and I done came up with an idea. You know how you go get your hair done, but before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your lashes done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your nails done, you have to put down a deposit, right? And if you don't show up, you do not get that deposit back. So I done came up with an idea. We should start charging these men deposit to date us. Like we should start charging them a fee to date us. Like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000 to date us. So,
Hold on.
and if they
I'm not even trying to be funny with y'all right now. I would not buy this woman a ham sandwich. Straight up. We're not doing the Taco Bell run. You understand me? Now, would I maybe look in her direction if I was a single man? No, I wouldn't. I'm not interested. The over evaluation, the absolute delulu that some of these individuals live under is absolutely mind boggling to me. This is the equivalent of like an overweight dude with Cheetos in his belly button. You understand me? Smelling like he ain't showered in 3.5 weeks. Everything unkept. Talking about, man, if these women want to date me, they gotta be a damn near a model. You understand me? I'm only gonna date models from this point on out. I'm talking about A-list. The level of delulu. Look, let me break this down. Now I'm really about to cook because you done awoken something in me this morning. Your hair, not yours. Your eyelashes, not yours. Your face, mostly not yours. Tatted on the chest, not very attractive. Are you a constant gym attendee? Likely not the case. I'm not one of these red pill type of guys who believes that all women are evil and, I'm the prize and all sort of nonsense. I believe in healthy, functioning relationships. I believe in two healthy individuals, people who have done the work necessary to get into a relationship and not be completely toxic and vile. I'm with that. Trust me. I'm with marriage. I'm with family. I'm with not out of wedlock. I'm not with the baby mama, baby daddy. I'm not with the sleep with as many chicks as possible. I'm with all of that. You understand me? But what I'm not with is this sort of foolishness right here. Now, I'm going to let her talk. I'm going to let her cook until she burns down the entire kitchen. But the audacity. A man who does not know you in the process of getting to know you needs to pay you. This is why these women are beyond single, beyond salvageable. And I'm not saying all. I said this type. There's an archetype. I'm not willing to do 50-50. The same ones who talking about I'm not willing to do 50-50 will go 100-0. Them 100 and the dude 0 with a dude who lay his butt on the couch and play video games all day. And pipes them down. That's all the relationship consists of. I want a man who, they will reject a man with a 2-room apartment in order to settle for or get a relationship with a man who lives in his damn car. That's the reality. This is a ruse. They are delusional. Pure and utter in the same way. Dudes talking about, I need a chick who's this, she fit, she's submissive, she blah, blah, blah. Negro, please. Who is you? How are you living? How are you showing up in life? Because if you don't have certain attributes that match those attributes, you don't deserve that. You're not in the category. You're not in the ballpark for that. As my pops told me when I was 22, 23, son, you're not even in the ballpark of marriage. You ain't even in the arena yet. You're still in the parking lot. You understand? You're not even in concession stand. You're not even at the snack bar yet. You are still in the parking lot. You're not ready. The lady, you're not ready for a serious relationship. You are looking for a PIMP. You're looking for a what's the word I'm looking for here? Sugar daddy might not even do it. That's not even going to do it justice. I'm going to sit here and ponder exactly what it is that you're looking for as you continue on this foolishness. Lord have mercy.
Don't do right by us within them 30 days, we keep the money. I'm just saying, like, I think we should start charging men to date us. I'm talking about I'm talking about single women. I think we should start charging them. I think we should start charging men today.
I'm talking about single women. Of course, you're one. So who else would you be talking about? Why would it be a woman in a relationship? Again, this culture is gone. These people are so far gone. So far gone. This is the type, she will settle for being somebody's side thing. For being the other. Or at least is okay with those types of things being normalized. Why would you say something? For the single women. Yeah, I'll let her finish. I will let her finish. Don't worry. But damn it, I got to break this down to a subatomic level because this is ridiculous.
And so, we would get something out of the deal. Like, because if you charging them to date you, they're going to do right. And if they want to date you, they're going to pay. So, yeah, I just think we should start charging. You can't go wrong.
When did we get to a point in society where a woman believed that she was better than the man or the man believed he was better than the woman? When did that happen? Because that's what this is, right? It's to say that you're paying for me because I am of what's of value, but not you, which is perplexing to me because on the other side of this narrative, you then hear, essentially women willing to do whatever just to find a good man. So where did that skewed perception of value come from? And I'm not trying to talk to the sentiments of the red pill and, some of the more jaded men out there. I'm trying to speak to real men. I'm trying to speak to real women, right? Women who love a man or their man and men who love their woman. When do we get to a place where you devalue the other to a point where you say, you need to pay me just to sit with me? So you're going to pay her $1,000 and then you're also going to pay $300 for each dinner because your $40 dinner isn't enough, right? According to her, even though she doesn't deserve a grilled cheese sandwich. You understand me? She doesn't deserve a sugar sandwich from me, a poverty sandwich, to be honest. With that sort of personality, first and foremost, you have on somebody else's entire attire. You don't take care of yourself and put yourself in the best physical condition, right? You might be in better physical condition than maybe 60-50% of the people around you, but you're still, it's like you ain't all that. And even if you were, I still need to know who you are. Surprise, surprise, a man can be turned off by a woman who is physically attractive, but has a very foul personality. And lady, you have that sort of personality. Mature individuals understand that a relationship is a true union. This partner word, it's been co-opted from the alphabet community, but I'll just use it for a lack of a better term, right? You are in a sort of partnership as far as, you have certain strengths, they have certain strengths, you bring those together and you make for a better union, right? You come together, you bring whatever you have and you make it even better, hopefully. That's the point. Mature individuals understand that. They don't see a relationship as something to siphon out of. That's a narcissist. This woman right here has the tendencies, I'm not going to diagnose her, but she has the tendencies of a narcissist. And, I have to point this out. I have to say it because, damn it, I can't keep nothing to myself. Please don't forget that's not your real face. Don't forget, like have the same sort of energy and confidence when you haven't put on another person's attire. I want to see the real you, right? Your real eyelashes that you were born with that your grandmama had. Your real hair that your grandmammy had, right? Take all the makeup off. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying, remember that this is a made up version of who you are. Take the BBLs and all of that out and just be who you are. and then have that same level of confidence, because there has been a false sense of confidence, to kind of answer my question from earlier, that has come from you made this character up. It's like getting plastic surgery. You actually think that's who you are, but you will always have a constant reminder in the back of your head of the person that you neglected, that you couldn't love enough to be okay with. Right? You can't love yourself. I can only imagine when you look in the mirror, you also remember that this is a costume that you have to put on. And some of them try to say, oh, yo, well, man, you have beards and that's the same as makeup. No, it's not. Because this grows out of us. Now, some of these dudes are using Beijing or whatever the hell it's called and, are growing synthetic beards. Okay, sure. Yes, 100%. But this one grows out. And again, most men did not ask for many of these things for you to put on in order for you to put on the identity of another person, for you to look like somebody else, because you saw the look and you wanted to look like somebody else. Let's just be real. Men didn't ask for that. So who did? That came from a place of inadequacy and feeling insecure and not doing the work necessary to get to a place where you actually love yourself, not just this BS self-love that you espouse to have, but you really don't live by. Because if you really did, then you wouldn't have these sorts of insecurities. But let's get back to this $1,000 deposit to date you. I'm not paying a single dime. That's actually going to be a blaring red flag. You've actually done the work for many of us. It's like if I see you with, the septum piercing, blue, red, green hair and things of that nature, I automatically know to avoid you because you're likely a crazy ass woke liberal. That's the highest likelihood. When I see this, I immediately see red flags of a problem ready to happen. A issue ready to happen. And even just the energy, it's the demanding, it's the entitlement. But again, that comes from insecurity. I know it sounds contradictory, but, let me just give some insight. Get back in my psychology bag for a second. The arrogant individual is nothing more than an insecure individual, right? Most of us recognize that. It's a compensation in essence. That's why I don't buy into all this queen. Yes, I'm a queen. You're a queen. We're all queen. You don't need to call yourself that. Just like the dudes, alpha. I'm a king. I'm a this, whatever. If you use that as an identity marker, it's because you're trying to compensate for something that you feel that you have a deficit of. Melanated queen, melanated goddess. Yes, black is beautiful. Everything else is trash. That's insecurity. It's insecurity. You're trying to overcome your own inadequacy or your feeling of inadequacy. Instead of doing the actual work of overcoming those things, you're actually giving over to them. And so you overcompensate, you create an image for yourself, and essentially you believe that thing is going to stick when in reality it doesn't, because at the end of the day, you will always subconsciously believe yourself to be whatever it is you actually think yourself to be, not what you make yourself up, not the costume that you put on. You can put on a damn gorilla costume. It doesn't mean you're a gorilla now. You can put on a Princess Peach. I don't know why that popped up in my head. You can put on a Princess Peach costume. It doesn't mean you're in a Mario video game. You will always know who you are and what you are. So that $1,000 nonsense, I bet you the men that this woman has been in relationship with have likely been broke men. I'm telling you right now, a lot of these, I need an 8-figure, I need a 6-figure, I need a whatever it is. The likelihood is that they have been in relationship with broke or broken men. I need a man who knows himself, who values blah, 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 blah. But then you look at their actual resume and it's a complete contradiction. It's a complete opposite. Well, yes, but she learned. And so now she's trying to do better and trying to do different. No. Hear me when I say this. How you move is going to show who you are. It's like, if I want to know who you are, I look at your bank account and I look at your schedule, your real schedule, not the one you make up but you don't follow. What do you do with your time and what do you do with your money? It's going to show me a lot about who you actually are and what you actually value. It's going to show me who you actually are. So if her energy and time is given to, to very successful, well-to-do men, righteous men, which matters more than anything else, right? Men of high character and integrity, then absolutely. She didn't mention any of those things though. So maybe I'm giving too much here, but she didn't mention, oh, you got to be this type of man, that type of man. It's immediately you got to give me $1,000 to compensate me for my time, as if your time doesn't matter. I would never, ever in the life of me say, you got to give me this for your, no, we are sharing time. I believe your time is valuable enough. If I don't, then I don't spend any time with you. That's why my girl, she gets my time. No other woman will get my time unless you're my mother or something like that. But even her, she's not going to get the same amount of. This is the woman I'm building with. Why would you get my time? I love y'all. Some of y'all watch me, support me. Thank you so much. But I'm not about to, invest into you when I got this woman to invest into. I got my family to invest into. That's not how it is. But because I value hers, she values mine. So yeah, this is madness. Let's go ahead and see the comment section real quick, and then we're going to wrap this up. I got to hit the gym and then get my meal in. So let's go ahead and see this. All right. So, she's saying, so basically a prostitute, she must be yeah, she's owing. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't get into that part of the conversation. She might actually be selling that thing. Well, technically she is. Look, son, a social media or support women being ors. Yeah, hard pass. I would not date you. I would not date you for free. That's me. I would literally not even for nothing. Oh my goodness. If y'all know, y'all know. Insert Kawhi Leonard laugh. This is selling kitty. You can't remix prostitution. So you're a prostitute. The longer the baby hair, the dumber the bird. Stay woke. Only time that, woke is going to be a positive for me is this right here. Ashwagandha, Wakanda. You understand me? Who's going to tell her? Prostitution. Okay. I guarantee she's single and miserable. Facts. Again, even the 50%, 50-50, the people who are the most engaged in that were the ones who really ain't got a man. You know what I mean? They might be a side chick, they might be something else, but they don't have a man who is covering them, protecting them, loving them, caring for them, values them. Because if you're in that type of relationship, you help one another. You do everything you can to sustain your household. Some of y'all are now, man, I'm willing to pay a 80, 100. Please, I just need a man. Just a warm body. You understand? Start charging these for consultations. 2,000. Girl, you got a Reebok jacket. Stop it. She has a lonely ass idea. That's facts. Man, sit your down. Just say you're broke. Always a B who don't ever got a man, always giving out dating advice. It's true. Ladies, be very, very cautious, by the way. Be very, very cautious. The women who will keep you single or get you to be single, the ones who ain't got one in the first place. Oh, girl, you don't need to, you putting way too much. Oh, girl, you need, oh, girl. Then all of a sudden they got something. They're gone. These are the facts. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till the next time, Young Thug Face. Peace. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.